Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Well, greetings from Las Vegas. Right now I'm at the Monte Carlo. Outside the window, looking down, is the T-Mobile Arena. Folks, it looks great. If you haven't been to Vegas for a bit, just understand they've completely reconfigured the entrance to the Monte Carlo. They have it hooked up here where, you have the T-Mobile Arena, then you got brew house and a bunch of restaurants, California Pizza Kitchen right by, and of course, Monte Carlo is attached to the City Center complex. This is actually one of the more affordable, one of the better spots in Vegas to hang out at because you have access to big time attractions at a cheap price. For those who don't know, there are other hotels in City Center that are far more expensive than Monte Carlo. Aria, for example, Vidara, Bellagio, right? So here you actually have an access to all of those. You have a tram that takes you from Monte Carlo to Bellagio. It's free. And of course, you got a great pool scene here at Monte Carlo as well. Well, let me say this. Here, I recommended that you put an early stake on OKC, right? I was surprised that OKC beat San Antonio. The casino rewarded you, gave you ridiculous odds on OKC over Golden State. In an earlier video here, I opined that OKC was the better team. Simply put, Golden State just doesn't have the bigs to match up, right? Bogus, Festus Ezeli, Anderson, Varejao, they just don't match up with Enes Kanter, Steven Adams, and Serge Ibaka, right? You're noticing a rebounding gap in almost every game. But understand, you need to be a contrarian to protect the 8-1 and 6.5-1 that you got by taking OKC to win it all early in this series, right? So even here, I know Golden State is favored for Game 5. I know it's in Golden State, and I'm aware of the fact that Golden State rarely ever loses at home. But understand, you could still put money on the Golden State side of the ledger and get leverage here, get a multiplier, right? Golden State to win it all now has dropped to plus 325. So what I want you to consider doing, again, keep in mind, this is part of hedging, even though I personally think OKC wins the series. In fact, I feel OKC, barring injury, wins the title. What I want you to consider doing here, again, in Game 5, is to put a little money on Golden State. You're hedging the play, taking some of your expected winnings from the OKC side and just putting it on the Golden State side. Golden State isn't going to win 3 in a row. At least that's not their history. Look at their history being down 1-3 in a best of 7, right? I believe there's something like 0-12 historically. But at the same time, if the casino is going to give you greater than 3-1 odds, why not protect yourself when the prices allow it? Because you're not going to get this if Golden State wins Game 5. So my recommended play here is to put a little on Golden State to win it all at plus 325. Keep in mind, our real objective is to cash with OKC, right? We got the 8-1. We got the 6-1, right? Our real goal is to ride that nice win, right? Lock it in. My point to you, though, is buy a little insurance here. Take Golden State right before Game 5 at a plus 325 to win it all. I don't expect that part of the ledger to hit, but if it does, well, great. Then the money you've spent on OKC, you're able to recoup it by bets like this. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Oh, also, I don't like the line in the other series, right? Cleveland, Toronto, look. Like most people, I expect Cleveland to win on their home court, right? But understand you're playing with fire here because Cleveland on a money line is something like a minus 900. right? Toronto's a team that, look at their history in the first two rounds of these playoffs, right? They've made missteps early in their series, then they've won hard road games, right? I don't like the odds here. I'm staying away from game 5 of Cleveland Toronto, right? Toronto could come out and get blown out. Valanciunas has been missing time. He's going to have to reintegrate with the team. Or Toronto could come out. Lowry and DeRozan have been playing lights out basketball, folks. Right? Kevin Love has been doing a Roy Hibbert missing in action in big moments impersonation. Right? I think it's dicey given these odds to place any action on game 5 of Cleveland Toronto. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video. Let's all try to get an edge on the casino. Good luck.